I'm selling my 2010 Keystone Montana Mountaineer fifth wheel. This is a 324 RLQ model. It's 36 foot long. There have been a lot of modifications done to this unit. This was designed as an extreme boondocker. Let me walk you through them. Starting from the ground up on this rig, we took the G-rated tires off of it and I replaced them with Continental. These are HTL2 Eco Plus tires. They're 215/75R 17.5. These are J-rated, 18 plies. These things, when they're set up in a dual configuration like this, the capacity on these is 4,540 pounds per tire. So you got these two on each side. There are also 5 of these tires and special rims. The spare is an identical tire and rim. These are high-spec aluminum rims rated for the 120 pounds of pressure that are required for these tires. This just boosted the payload on this by quite a bit. These tires are in new condition. Also, when we got this thing, it had 6,000 pound Dexter axles. The axles have been changed out to 7,000 pound Dexter axles. We called the factory and got the axles as drop-ins with brand new brakes. So the payload capacity on this has been increased by 2,000 pounds. Okay, this is the driver's side of the Montana. It's got 3 slides on this side. The rear slide is an office area, the middle slide is the kitchen, and the front slide is the bedroom. This is the right side of the rig. In the rear is the large living room slide out. So with the 4 slide out, you have a lot of living space. Note that every slide out has an automatic slide out cover that comes with it, so that it keeps the tops of your slide outs clean. Okay, this is the back of this rig. You can see it's got a huge window with vents on the bottom. It's a really nice scenic open window. It's super clean. The ladder is absolutely rock solid. There's not a scratch on this thing. Everything works great. One thing I did, I put a tube here for the sewer hose, and it's actually vented on the bottom so that moisture doesn't collect inside here. This is a big double length gator hose. Inside this bumper is a ladder. It's an 8-foot ladder that extends out. So you pull this thing out and expand it, and you've got a regular aluminum ladder. It's a really cool little deal. Okay, this is a commercially installed residential solar system on this fifth wheel. I've got 830 amp hours of batteries. There are 900 watts of solar panels on the roof. This is a Magnum Energy 2800 watt pure sine wave converter charger that charges these batteries and also gives the AC power to the rig. It's there's a Midnight Solar Classic 150 with the latest firmware. That's the best charge controller right now on the market. There's a sub panel. Everything is laid out. I've got a manual written for this. It's automatic. It's real easy. You turn it on, the sun supplies your energy on a nice sunny day, and you have more power than you know what to do with. I'm going to show you the solar panels up on the roof next. Okay, these are the 4 Astro Energy 230 watt panels that are on here. These things are bolted down with Z-brackets and sealed, so they're permanent. They don't tip, but they're on an angle so that as it rains, they kind of perpetually clean themselves. These are in parallel in series, so you've got basically 2 banks of wires that go together, and they go into a joiner box here on the roof. And this solar joiner box takes all the wires and goes down to the breakers, which are located actually in a bathroom cabinet downstairs. You'll see that. That's it for the solar panels. It's pretty straightforward. This is the big pass-through storage compartment on the Montana. Inside this, I put in an extra set of propane, 30-pound propane tanks, and they are strapped in. There are 3 fire extinguishers here. There's a hookup for your TV outside with all the wires and cables. Get into that a little bit later. There's a 3,000 watt generator here, Yamaha electric start, and it has a winch that'll move it in and out so that you can do this single-handedly. We'll get into that later as well. Let me go around and show you the water on the other side. Okay, on this side of your storage compartment, I mounted a whole house water filtration system here. It's sediment and carbon, so that when you're plugged in at an RV park and you're on their water supply, all the water coming into this rig will be filtered for both sediment and taste, so that when you're using it in the sink, it'll be fine. All these are normal standard fittings that are on every Montana. It's got the winterizing system built into it. It's got the black flush tank down there. Battery cutoff. Your drains here. You got an outdoor shower up here, a little light here, so you can see what's going on inside. That's about it. It's standard equipment other than that. Okay, so to get this generator out and functioning, what we did is I went into my solar compartment and I switched it from solar. I'm switching it to shore power because that's what the generator is going to emulate. So to get the generator out, I'm going to release the winch and I'm going to be pulling the slide out. When its rear wheels hit this bar, then I know I've gone to the fullest extent, and I'm going to let it come down and roll the generator out. This is how it'll go. Here it's got a simple system where you turn the fuel on. It's got an electric start. It's already set up with a plug, an adapter for the 50 amp service here, going into a 30 amp plug here. There's also a bonding plug. This plug actually bonds the neutral to the ground. And that's important because we have a system here that's monitoring the electricity. So to start this thing, we plug in the rig to the generator. I've turned the fuel on. I'll pull the choke. And that's it. Now it's running on shore power. It's that simple. To shut this off, it's basically the same thing. I'm going to turn my fuel off and I let it run out of gas, and that drains the carburetor and the fuel system out so that no fuel gets in there and gums things up if you're going to leave it to store for a long time. Now to shut this thing off, once it's done, now I'll disconnect my cord. Okay, to get the generator in, I connected the cable to the eyelet. And now I'm going to bring the generator up. This is an important part. Once the generator gets up to the top, it's going to start pulling the ramp. At that point, I want to be at the front to give it a little assist to raise it up. So it doesn't weigh anything on this thing because the generator's on the other end. It sort of balances it out. Now at this point it will draw it all the way back in, and I'll lash it in here, which will lock the whole generator in so it can't move while I'm traveling. Now I'm going to connect my cable. So now the end of the ramp is connected to this eyelet, and that's it. It's locked in, it's bound. That's all there is to it. That's it. On the propane side, these are box stock. I did put in new hoses, new regulators, US made, and a new valve that controls both the cylinders over. Also, on these cylinders, they have a float and a magnet on the inside that tells you accurately how much is left in the cylinder without having to have to pick it up, which is really convenient. Other than that, they're box stock. We also put in the best stabilizing system on the market. This is a steady fast stabilizer. Very, very easy to use and incredibly effective. So there's no more tire chocks and scissor jacks. This thing does it all.
And here's the interior of the Montana. This is our 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer, microwave, 3 burner stove with the oven, plenty of cabinetry, double sink, and behind the fridge here we have a nice big pantry for all your goods. Then we have huge cabinet over the counter, and we'll just walk on over to the office area. Has a flat screen TV, tons of space in the cabinets overhead, nice desk, and the fireplace, which kicks out a whole lot of heat. Here's that beautiful fireplace. The speaker system here. We have the radio with the speakers in the living room, the bedroom, and outside. And there's the office with the plenty of drawers for all your equipment. Rear living, the chairs swivel and recline so you can actually sleep in them. They're extremely comfortable. Lots of storage space above. Ceiling fan. And on this side, this is actually a super slide out. It has the queen size sleeper sofa. It is an air mattress. It's self-inflating, very comfortable. Again, lots of storage space in the cabinets above. A very roomy dinette. You can comfortably sit 4, and you can grab the chair from the office, put it on the end, and you'll seat 5. And here, as you come in, we have the area with all the electronic control panels, and I will open that up and show it to you. And here we have the control panels inside. We have the fan, the tanks, all the lighting, the automatic awning extender, and the slide out control, and storage up top, in the middle, and then down at the bottom we have the main breaker panel. Then we have the Progressive Industries surge protector, outlet with USB, and the Magnum solar control. We also installed a Max Air 10-speed fan overhead. That's the remote. And all right, coming into the bathroom, we have a sink with tons of storage underneath in the vanity, medicine chest with nice shelf over there. The shower is really awesome. It is actually, the clearance on it is 6'5". And we'll open it up here, take a peek inside. Thank you. Very roomy, spacious. Of course, handheld shower head. Beautiful. Nice big closet for all your items. The commode. And there's, of course, a fan overhead, lights, and a beautiful skylight. Plenty of light in here. Very spacious. And here's the bedroom. Beautiful queen size bed. We just purchased a new 10-inch memory foam mattress, has not been used. There's the speakers, a separate air conditioning unit for the bedroom, a beautiful TV, huge closets, sliding glass doors with mirror, nice big roomy dresser. There's a ton of storage underneath the bed, and also in the closet there is a hookup for your washer and dryer.
Here's a look from the bedroom just coming out into the coach, and you can really get an idea of how big this thing is. There is a lot of room here, lots and lots of living space in the back.